Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early.
And right away, he lost the football. Spins past him.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The numbers for Jones last week, 11 carries, 61 yards and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
Evades the tackler and has some space. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead, here's Mason.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On the give, it's Mason.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his 3rd season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You see the numbers for Corum a week ago.
13 carries, 115 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
It's complete to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Running left, Corum.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The Packers at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Strike, set. 50, set.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running right, Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Throwing is McCarthy.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. McCarthy is set to throw it.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So all field goals so far, 6 3-yard score as the kick is away. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Mason, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are once again back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Packers offense and receiver Jaden Reed headed onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Glove. And that'll be incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Down. Yellow. 43. 43 right up. Switch. I got him, baby. Ready.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
McCarthy off the play fake. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. 2nd and 10. They'll hand it to Mason.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
In motion right is Addison. 3rd down, here's Mason.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
10 cycles. 43 rail. Ready?
They'll run with Corum to begin the drive.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Down. Ready?
Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
10 black. 10.
Throwing. Love.
They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
32.
They run straight ahead with Corum.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Vikings 16.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ground, here comes Mason. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Mason
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Vikings have yet again retaken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this 1st half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed him perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
On fourth down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
In motion right is Addison. To the air with McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Mason going to get it on first down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they run. It's Mason. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
152 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground again, it's Mason. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they can rip off any sort of a gain.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here's Mason.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
The Vikings field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
On the give, it's Corum.
And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Love now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in. So right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Mason. Powers through it.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll go again with Mason.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And out now come the Vikings.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go. 19.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right at the 35. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Corum.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
At the 43-yard line.
Down. Shot. 17. 60 ready. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Love.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Come on.
To the air again, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Ready.
On 2nd and 10, Love. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This one from 48 yards away.
A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. tuck it away, take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Set, hut. Set.
They'll run here with Corum.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Blake Corum, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down from the gun, McCarthy.
And this one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken from just outside the 30.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Corum now on first and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a first and 10. Running left, Corum.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love.
And this is caught by Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Packer. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To the right side, this is Corum.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Set, hut. Ultra. Red, 38. Set.
Again, it's Corum.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Blake Corum.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, look at the juke.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And the Vikings now heading on to the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On play action, McCarthy.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a handoff to Chandler.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Mason.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
he's brought down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Chandler.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is McCarthy.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 50 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
For the extra point.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Vikings 33. Will Reichard
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and Blake Corum set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Steal. Check steal. 10 block.
They run once more with Corum. And the defense closes quickly there. And will get maybe a yard to the 33. 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Glove. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
33. Yellow. Set.
Up the middle. Here's Corum.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Running left, Mason.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Minnesota.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Counter play. Here's Chandler.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle made back up at 37.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Completes this to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now McCarthy.
I think the
defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Dropped. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's